Alrighty, we are back, and we're going to talk about Gen 4. This is Pokemon Generation 4, spanned from about 2006 to around 2010. This covered the Sinnoh region, Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, and then Platinum later, as well as Heart Gold and Soul Silver. These are some big releases in my opinion. These are some of the big ones.
The DS, man.
Yeah, this is Prime DS. I mean, you already heard us talk about how much we loved Generation 2. So, Generation 2 remakes, and spoilers, they're really good.
So the DS sold 154 million units worldwide.
Yeah, the DS, no. It was the most successful Nintendo handheld. Beat the game.
We even got it for Grandma for, what was that one? The memory game?
Brain Age? Brain Age?
Yeah, Brain Age, straight up.
Yeah.
Every 50-year-old had a copy of Brain Age in 2005.
So these are Pokemon games this is already a super successful series, and it's now being sold on the most successful Nintendo handheld, or handheld video game console ever.
Recipe for success?
Oh yeah, absolutely. But before we get into those games, let's talk about some of the spin-offs from this generation. So we have the Nintendo Wii now. Now we're on the Wii.
Yay!
And we have Pokemon Battle Revolution, which not nearly as appreciated or talked about as games like Stadium. So Pokemon Battle Revolution is pretty much Diet Pokemon Stadium. It has some post-game challenges and some other like Stadium modes that you can do. You can wirelessly connect your DS games to the Wii, upload your teams, and then battle and do things like that. A big thing that I really liked about Pokemon Battle Revolution, my brother and I got a ton of use out of it, it had online battles. So you could sync up with random people in online battles and battle them.
That's crazy.
It was really dope. So we would take an action replay, and we would go into Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, whatever, and we would have the Pokemon that we want to build our team on spawn, right? And then, because we finally learned what EV training was, and there was probably an easier way to do this, because remember, we're using an action replay, but we would spawn the necessary Pokemon in Route 1.
Oh no.
to defeat them and farm EVs. Yeah, so they would spawn in Route 1, so they would have the same level as like the Starly that should spawn there, like the Bidoofs. They're like level 3. Like Electrodes and Alakazams and stuff, and we would literally sit there for hours and just farm, just to build up our EVs. It was really gratuitous, but it was sick. It was a good time, and then we would battle people online. And we would have, like, little Timmy show up online with, like, his team of all legendaries, and we would still beat him because we had properly EV-trained Pokemon. With, like,
they couldn't even touch you.
It was so sick. We would, because at this point we would Google like Smokin and stuff like that.
Oh shoot!
We would look up we would look up like legit like competitive builds, like movesets and natures and stuff like that. So this is the generation when like I finally sunk my teeth into competitive battling. Like I would battle with friends and stuff, and I didn't really understand the meta at all. This is when I finally started to at least have a crumb of understanding of how things worked, which was really cool. So Pokemon Battle Revolution, I have some really fond memories with that because I just connect that in my mind with competitive Gen 4.
Yeah, I have a good memory of like when I was a sophomore in high school, and I always knew my brother was better at battling Pokemon than I was. I don't know how, but he was. And my friends would always kick my butt at Pokemon, so I sent my brother after them. I'm like, my brother will definitely kick their butts. And he literally couldn't do anything because I didn't realize that they all had like EV trained.
Oh snap!
Like, really strong Pokemon.
So even your brother struggled?
Yeah, but even my brother fell, and that's when I'm like, I don't know what the hell these people are doing. And I never unlocked that world until Gen 6, but talk about that later.
I guess another thing to mention about this gen is, and maybe it came out prior to this, but Pokemon Showdown. The end of Gen 4, it's like 2010, 2011, that's when I finally started getting into Pokemon Showdown. So like building teams in advance and trying it out online and battling with friends through that platform was really awesome. And I mean, thousands of people still use Pokemon Showdown today.
Yeah, Pokemon Showdown stays good.
We
Shout out Pokemon Showdown.
Oh yeah, check it out. It's very sick. Pokepark Wii Pikachu's Adventure. You even know what that is?
I like this game.
Oh, have you played it?
Yeah, we had it on the Wii.
Okay.
It was pretty sick.
Yeah, it's like a little like 3D platformer, right?
Mm-hmm.
You kind of run around and just do little odd jobs for other Pokemon, right?
Yeah, and it had a lot of Pokemon in it too, if I remember correctly.
Like little. Is there battling, or is it just like little mini games?
It's just little mini games like the whole time. I don't think they had any battling. I'm pretty sure it was just mini games and then just like up mode where you could like appreciate all the Pokemon that you have.
Yeah, it's like thanks for helping me, Pikachu. Blah blah blah, and then you just move on to the next person. Yeah,
it was cute. It's a good Wii game.
This is Prime. We're jumping to the Nintendo DS now. This is Prime Pokemon Ranger era. So we already talked about the previous Pokemon Ranger game, but now we have the 2 sequels, Shadows of Almia and Guardian Signs.
Yeah, this is around when I was in high school and it started getting hard to convince my parents to buy all these Pokemon spin-off games. So I lose a big chunk of side games on this in this era.
I never got into Pokemon Ranger. But it's cool in Gen 3, and then in Gen 4, some of the NPCs that you actually battle are called Pokemon Rangers. So in Gen 3, it was kind of a teaser.
It all ties together.
Yeah. But you essentially...
I heard this was some good Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, though.
Yeah. There's some really good Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Explorers of Time, Darkness and Sky. I want to say I had Explorers of Time, and I played that more than any other Mystery Dungeon game. I really enjoyed that.
This is the series that makes people cry.
Right? The writing is, like, surprisingly deep. It's like, what the heck am I playing? I always love, like, the intro survey they give you in those games. And then it just...
to figure out which Pokemon you are?
And then it just gives you one. I always like that. I always try to follow with that. It's really cool.
Pottermore's got nothing on the
Pokemon
Mystery Dungeon quizzes.
The Pottermore, what house are you quiz?
Yeah, ain't got nothing.
What starter Pokemon are you, based on your personality?
I think I literally, like... played it on my friend's version because they were just doing the quiz. They had already been in the game, so they're like, oh, we'll just start a new game, and we all took the quiz just to see what Pokemon we were.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about sales from Generation 4. So Generation 4 sold, with just the Sinnoh games, Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, 25.27 million. So that's more than Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. It's still about 5 million less than the Johto games. However, when you incorporate Heart Gold and Soul Silver, we're looking at about 38 million units sold for Gen 4, which makes it, at this point, so far, from Gen 1 to 4, the second best selling. It's actually relatively close to Gen 1, because Gen 1 was about 45 million, so 38, only 7 million off. This was a very successful time for Pokemon. And I left a little note here. I mean, this is more successful than Gen 3, but you also have to remember, like we said earlier, the DS was dummy successful, so that definitely helped. Everybody had a DS, so when a new big Pokemon game comes out, it's like, oh yeah, sure, I'll get it.
Yeah, might as well. Oh hey, Heart Gold and Soul Silver, sick, I'll take that too.
Oh, absolutely. Alright, what's new? So, we are in the Sinnoh region now.
The Sinnoh region is based off the Hokkaido region of Japan.
It's like a really, northern region of Japan. Kind of detached, very mountainous, which matches up with the Sinnoh region's vibe. I always kind of relate the Sinnoh region to, Johto. Especially when we talk about, the legendaries. It's very, spiritual. And, I mean, we'll get into it. But literally, God is from this region. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
he literally is from here.
There's statues and there's monuments all over the region. People always talk about the different lake guardians and things like that, which I really like. Just the vibe of Sinnoh in general.
Yeah, and Hokkaido's kind of like a very nature centric society of Japan. They very much believe everything has spirits, and it's really influences the games for sure.
We have 107 new Pokemon in the Pokedex. Little less than the 135 from Hoenn, but still, yeah, pretty good addition. Like I was saying, Hoenn, it might be my favorite Pokedex. Sinnoh is the only competition, really.
Yeah.
Sinnoh and Hoenn, I love them so much. Some big deals. We have the physical special split. Finally, you can finally use Gyarados. I mean, you could use Gyarados before, but you could finally attack with Gyarados and use Waterfall or something.
Yeah, this is a big reason for the jump to in competitive players.
It's a really big deal, and competitive play before Gen 4 is really cool. Gen 3, you have a lot of mixed attackers and stuff like that, which is still really neat. But attacks and stats finally make sense to me in Gen 4 and onwards. For Alligator, for example, Gen 2, he's mainly a physical attacker. Yet he's a water type, so all of your water type moves are going to be special. Now you get moves like Waterfall, and
Aqua Jet.
Aqua Jet is sick. Yeah, priority on water, like a quick attack water. Very cool. We don't have contests anymore in Sinnoh. Now they're called Super Contests.
Yeah,
which add a little bit of a musical flair to it. I'm pretty sure.
It did.
There's
the big stage.
Yeah. There's the Underground. which you can explore now and find fossils, stones, and other valuables, which, I just thought was neat. I don't know.
I like the second screen action. That was kind of interesting. I felt like I was cracking open one of those eggs with the dinosaurs in them.
Well, you have to kind of chip away at the wall.
Yeah,
dig
exactly.
Up stuff. Yeah, that was pretty dope.
Oh, I was gonna say, I think it was a pretty good way to just get like gems and stuff like that. I think it was pretty good.
I think secret bases were a little cooler. I think you could have secret
Oh,
bases.
100%.
I think in the underground you could still have secret bases, but
it's not as cool. Yeah.
They also added little ball stickers you could put in your Pokeballs. So whenever you sent out a Pokemon, it had a really cool design, artifacts and stuff.
Static.
There's really funny ones where you can put letters on them, and
people
just have
I remember that.
and people
they didn't really have too many rules on that either.
No, in the Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl remakes, I have not seen any letters for purchase. So something tells me they just gave up on humanity.
Like, oh, that's probably a bad idea.
We don't trust you. You ruined it last time. But yeah, you could just have a Bidoof pop out of a Pokeball and it just says "fuck."
Oh, no.
There are so many legendaries in this generation. Generation 4 and 5 have so many. Yeah, they're seriously popping off. But we'll get to that. There are following Pokemon now in Heart Gold and Soul Silver.
So sick. I love them.
It's so cool. Any Pokemon you have that's in the front of your party will just literally follow you around the overworld. That's so cool. In the Sinnoh games, they have an area called Amity Square, which is a little park connected to a town. And your starters and some other cute Pokemon that the game calls cute are allowed to walk around with you, but literally just in that area. But then in Heart Gold and Soul Silver afterwards, they added this feature.
Yeah, that's something I wanted since, Pokemon Yellow, because that was one of the best parts about Pokemon Yellow was just looking back at your Pikachu. Seeing what face he was making.
I'm really surprised this mechanic didn't become a staple after
it should have been. Oh my gosh.
It was such a cool idea. They didn't bring it back for Gen 5 or Gen 6, and they're finally kind of coming back to it in Gen 8. But
yeah, but it's pretty good in Gen 8, honestly. But it's literally because they needed to for the remakes. But it was so cool having a freaking Steelix or like a Salamence behind you or all kinds of crazy stuff. Wailord was always a good one to have.
That was dope. It's always really cute how they shrink the Pokemon down to make it fit in the tile behind you.
Right.
If you bought Pokemon Platinum or any game after Platinum, you'll notice a little logo on the box that says the Nintendo Wi-Fi connection.
Oh yes.
So now with Pokemon Platinum and onward, we have online trading and battling, which is pretty sick.
Yeah, that's
a big
deal. A lot of things.
So that on top of the physical special split, some other conveniences that were added, some updates to the gameplay formula, Pokemon Battle Revolution having online as well. Pokemon finally kicked off their VGC series, their video game competition. And we have official competitive battling now. Kind of a divisive topic because the Pokemon Company themselves endorse double battles as the official form of battling.
Yeah, I wasn't happy about that.
Not everybody's super into doubles. It took me a while to grow into it. It wasn't really till Gen 7 that I really committed to learning doubles. I do enjoy it, but I think most people, you watch the anime and you play the game, and the game is all single player.
Singles. Yeah.
So why is the competitive doubles? I think you could either have both offered, because I'm sure you'd have enough entries, or you could make a Pokemon game like Coliseum where it's all doubles, or have an option for a doubles playthrough. I think doubles add so much strategy and difficulty. I think it'd be really cool to have another double battle playthrough of a Pokemon game, because you have to actually think a lot with your moves. Not say you don't with singles, but
I just think that it was doubles because it was faster.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
Hard to get through
that's true. Yeah, you end up matching doubles in 5 turns or less.
It all sounds fun, doing singles, but when, there's a stall team taking an hour and a half to complete one game can cause some chaos.
All right, let's talk about the starters from Sinnoh, from Gen 4, and I think this is probably my favorite batch of starters. I love these guys. I think this is sick. I think this is so sick. Torterra's final design is really badass, with the tree growing out of its back.
Grotto's even cool.
Grotto. Little bushes. I really like Infernape. I'm not crazy about Monferno, but I really like Infernape. It's my favorite of the firefighting Pokemon, and Empoleon is really dope. Especially Water Steel, the Emperor Penguin vibes. Always really like that.
Let you have your time.
Go ahead.
I'm not a big fan of this generation.
You don't like these starters?
Oh man, just like I think Torterra's the best one because
Yeah.
it has the coolest aesthetic design. It was
Uh-huh.
like Alakiosaurus, I think they're called.
I just thought it was a big
And he
turtle.
has, no, he's like a dinosaur. He has like those spike things on the side of his head.
That's,
But I just like how he had like a whole like island, like a whole mass on his back.
that's really dope.
But I can't stand the look of Infernape. He's just so weird looking.
Infernape, yeah.
Yeah, I get where they're deriving the
It has like that Asian.
inspiration
It has
from.
that like Asian kind of influence, like the Journey to the West kind of vibe. to
Yeah,
it.
yeah, exactly. And then Piplup, I just didn't expect it to turn into Empoleon, I'm not gonna lie.
It does have a different kind of transformation.
Yeah, I just, this isn't my least favorite, but it's down there. That's just me.
No, hey, I get it, man. You have a different
Groval's
opinion, and
Yeah, Groval's my boy, though. I love Groval to the day I die.
yeah.
So I'm gonna mix things up like this. Throttle, I choose you! Now, Throttle, Energy Ball, let's go! And it's a direct hit by Throttle!
Let's talk about legendaries, though.
Gosh.
We have an entire pantheon of legendaries to talk about.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 legendaries.
So, I mean, 3 more than Hoenn, so actually not a...
That's still a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot. It's a lot. It is a lot.
Trios, it's kind of cool.
Yeah, there's the Creation Trio, which is Dialga, Palkia, and Giratina.
Yep.
There's like a duo. There's Darkrai and Cresselia, which are both like kind of moon vibes and nighttime vibes. There's the Lake Guardians.
Trio.
So Uxie, Azelf, and Mesprit. You have Manaphy and Fione. Manaphy being the first legendary, I think the only legendary to be able to breed and have an egg, which is really
Yeah,
cool.
Manaphy's gotta be the most forgettable legendary.
Most
I
people,
always forget Manaphy
most people would
exists.
get Manaphy from Pokemon Ranger.
Yo, yeah.
I want
right,
to say it's
you
the
can't-
second Pokemon Ranger legend to transfer a Manaphy egg over. Shaymin, I love Shaymin.
Shaymin's great. I love Shaymin. Both forms, really, really good design.
Heatran's
Always wanted a
really,
hedgehog.
Heatran's really dope.
Yes.
Fire Steel, really good typing.
Yeah, and the way you find him is pretty cool too. His little area that he's in.
Yeah. So let me describe to you some Pokemon. I want you to tell me which group stands out, okay? So, a set of legendary birds and a mutated creature that was made in the laboratory, okay? That's our first group. Our second group is another duo of legendary birds and some sacred beasts, okay?
Right?
Let's skip ahead a little bit. God, Satan, the god of time, the god of space and dimensions.
Yeah.
This is like Dragon Ball and the power level, or the power creep. You know what I mean?
This is Dragon Ball Z now.
We're in Dragon Ball. We're in Dragon Ball Super now. We got gods now. You know what I mean?
They're kind of jumping the gun there.
I think Hoenn was Dragon Ball Z because we were in space with Deoxys, but now it's like, what is going on? But this is probably my favorite batch of legendaries. I think Ho-Oh overall is my favorite legendary of all time. But I love like Giratina.
Oh, it's such a cool design.
Pokemon Platinum, I've said before, is probably my favorite Pokemon game. And the distortion world when Giratina appears as like the big shadowy figure, and then you see like origin form for Giratina. I really like it. I think it's really cool. But I also really like
Darkrai's
Dialga.
so sick.
Darkrai's really sick. Dark Void is OP. Cresselia is
super
pretty
OP.
cool. But yeah.
I like the Lake Trio. The Lake Trio is kind of cool. I like how they're kind of similar, but they both have like they all have different head parts.
Yeah, and they represent different. It's like emotions, willpower, and knowledge. I think
Yeah, you're right.
is what they represent. But
And Arceus.
I remember using an action replay. 'Cause I think Arceus is one of those mythicals you just could not get in America. I remember using an action replay to get the Azure Flute. The little guy at the Pokemon Center would hand it to you. And then you go up to Sphere Pillar. The godly like glass stairs appear, and you like climb up to the platform, and you can fight and catch Arceus. It's really cool. As a kid, this was still like, you know, not everything was available online yet as a kid. So experiencing that without any spoilers was like, holy crap.
Yeah.
Hi
There was-
God. Is it okay if I come talk to you?
This was definitely the generation where I didn't discover all the legendaries until like a gen later. Like I did not know Reggie Gigas was a thing.
Oh
I
yeah.
thought that was crazy. I didn't know anything about Darkrai either, because Darkrai was another one of those
So
Pokemon that was hard to get.
So, like I was saying, Let me talk about Reggie Gigas first. With Reggie Gigas, there's a temple for it in Snow Point, which is the town with the 7th gym. You can't go in its temple unless you have the 3 Reggies, like Reggie Rock, Reggie Steel, and Reggie Ice. But like,
you need to transfer them.
Yeah, you got to transfer from Hoenn. Like, how are you going to get that? You know what I mean? So like, very few people were able to do that because there's a whole process of having to have played through Hoenn already and have those game files ready to transfer up. Cresselia and Darkrai. Darkrai was an event, and so was Shaymin. But with an action replay, it's not like the game was updated and like downloaded updated data when you put in the code. All it did was give you a ticket to go to a new loading zone. With an action replay, you could walk, and the whole map of Sinnoh was created. It wasn't like there was like a surprise loading zone or like the area for Darkrai was off somewhere. You could literally look at your map and walk to the point where Darkrai's island should be, and it actually is there. So you could use an action replay to walk over the ocean and get to it, and that was such a cool experience. Same thing with Shaymin. You could walk up to where the Shaymin pathway appears and skip having to use whatever item is necessary to make it appear and go to where Shaymin spawns. I always thought that was insane when I was a kid. It was really cool. I
kind of like how they did the Wi-Fi events to like give away some of the Pokemon, like how Darkrai had like the members card.
Yeah, I like how they're you can take the boat ride. I like how they're shifting away from you have to go to GameStop or you have to go to Toys R Us to get your DS code, and then you can go there. I like how it's shifting with Game Freak to just online distribution. I think that's more fair to players too, especially during COVID times, obviously. All right, let's talk about characters from this gen. We have Dawn and Lucas. Is it Lucas?
Yeah, it's Lucas.
Yeah, Dawn and Lucas. I really like. I think Dawn is my favorite, like of the female protagonists, at least.
I think I chose Dawn back when I first started it out because she had style.
I don't have her platinum outfit pictured here, but I love their platinum fits. When it's snowing and they have like the scarves and the jackets. It's my favorite outfit from all the Pokemon games. The platinum outfits are dope. Dawn has like the red pea coat. It's really cool.
Sinnoh cold as hell.
Oh yeah, up in the mountains. Sinnoh has arguably the best champion, Cynthia.
Yes. Oh, Cynthia. Oh, terrifying.
And her battle theme. It's so sick.
Oh. Banger.
It's like 2 parts. It has like the piano as you talk to her, and then the it's so sick. It's so good. Or like in Gen 5 when you go to that one like resort building and Cynthia's just standing there waiting for you and it just triggers the, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's like so haunting. It's like, oh no.
You're like, oh god, she's gonna kick my ass.
Professor Rowan is the professor here. He
super serious. Oh my god.
To me, he's like a combination of Professor Birch and Professor Oak. So he has like the dad kind of like mustache, but like the old manness of Professor Oak, if that makes sense. I don't know how to describe it. He's like a grandpa now, but he still has that look of disappointment. Like you said, he's just like unapproachable at all times.
If anybody's been through a war in Pokemon, it's him. He's been through a war.
He was with Lieutenant Surge.
Straight up in the Pokemon War. He's just terrifying.
But yeah, he's
can we talk about Cynthia's team though? Holy jeez.
Here we go again.
Yeah, oh my god. Okay, so Spirit Tomb.
Yeah, no. And here's the thing. Because I recently played through Brilliant Diamond, and same exact team. She leads with Spirit Tomb, and I had my Infernape, and it's like fighting type moves. I was like, wait, crap. But like, she leads with the Pokemon that has no weaknesses.
That's messed up.
So what do you do? You know what I mean? And then she starts using like Pain Split and like Confuse Ray and stuff on you. Yeah. So she like starts off really goofy. Keep going.
She has Roserade.
Yeah, really good grass.
With like poison attacks. Oh my god. Natural Cure too. Yeah. Really good ability.
And she switches. She switches her Pokemon. She doesn't just
yes, she is definitely one of the more advanced battle style trainers.
Yeah.
She knows what she's doing. Togekiss, who had Hustle and just like a really good amount of moves, Air Slash, or Spear, Water Pulse, Psychic.
Yeah.
Lucario, oh my gosh.
Yeah, Lucario's bonkers.
Stacked team already. Milotic with Marvel Scale, so annoying.
Shit, she in Brilliant Diamond, her Milotic has a Flame Orb. So
what?
Yeah. Isn't that bonkers?
Oh my god.
So the Marvel Scale goes off because she has Flame. I was like, wait, did she literally just use? I was like, oh my gosh.
And then, of course, the big baddie of the generation, Garchomp.
Let's say the Uber himself.
Yeah, the Uber. Level 78.
Yeah.
That was in the Pokemon League, man. Like, come
Can
on.
you look up what were the levels of the 8th gym's Pokemon?
The 8th gym's Pokemon?
Yeah, the electric type gym leader from Sunny Shore.
Sunny Shore, Volkner.
Yeah, Volkner.
Okay, so Volkner at the gym battle in Platinum, he had a level 46 Jolteon, a level 46 Raichu, level 48 Luxray, and a level 50 Electrive.
Okay, Electivire. So you're going from a level 50 Pokemon, and then the game tells you to take a straight shot to the Elite Four.
Oh my god!
Just surf up, surf north into Waterfall and walk through Victory Road, and then by the end of the Elite Four, you're expected to fight Cynthia. And you said 78.
78.
So there's a 28 level difference between the 8th gym
That's so messed
and
up.
Cynthia. What are you gonna do from now until then? You either grind, which is a pain, or you like stack revives and potions and get X attack and X speed. Because what else are you gonna do? You know what I mean?
Her team has mad coverage too.
Oh yeah, it's like super
good
balanced.
types.
It's super balanced. It's really good.
She's got counters and she's got switch-ins and she's got defensive, offensive Pokemon. Girl's been reading up on Smogon.
Yeah. This generation has no Team Rocket, no Team Aqua, no Team Magma, Team Galactic. Which, I kind of like the vibe. I like the sci-fi vibe. I'd say Team Rocket's still my favorite evil team. But I'd say
What was their mission?
I'd say Team Galactic is my second favorite. So Cyrus is like a nihilist, and he's just really over it. He is just sick of how humans corrupt everything and how they kind of just ruin things with their emotions and their actions. He wants to gather the Lake Guardians, which he successfully does. He captures them. You know how the Lake Guardians, Azelf, Uxie, and Mesper, they have like a red stone on their forehead?
Oh, yeah.
He uses whatever that stone is made of, that gem, to create a red chain, because the Lake Guardians have a connection to Dialga, Palkia, and Giratina. He, whatever version you're playing, Diamond, Pearl, or Platinum, he summons that box legendary at Spear Pillar and uses the chain to try to, like, control it. He fails, but his goal is to either control the God of Time, control the God of Space, or control Giratina to erase the universe and start a new one, because he's just over it, essentially.
Damn, this game are really over the top. We went from
It's really, dude, it's really over the top, right? But I look at the character designs, like all the different admins, like Jupiter and Mars. Yeah. I love their designs, and the Team Galactic battle theme is so cool. I love it.
Yeah, this was a tough team too. They had some good Pokemons, honestly.
I think they really pick up in Black and White. Like Getsys's team is really good.
This is like when the teams actually start having a threat to you. I feel like the admins were like pretty hardcore.
They were alright. They had like the generic like Golbat and like, I'm trying to think, because I just played through it recently in the remakes. Like Cyrus has like a Crobat and like some other stuff.
Didn't he have a Gliscor?
I don't think so. There's nothing super. I was like, oh crap. Oh yes, he's like Honchkrow. He's like a Honchkrow, Crobat.
I just felt like the difficulty was a little bit worse in these games.
Yeah.
Team-wise, the other teams were chumps.
Yeah. This game also introduces Looker, who's like a reoccurring character that appears in like a lot of Pokemon post games. He's like the detective dude. I think in Platinum he makes his first appearance ever.
Implied time traveler.
Implied time traveler, yeah. And like Oras that kind of go into multiple dimensions and stuff like that. But we're not there yet. But yeah, Looker's kind of neat.
Looker had a good storyline. It was always fun to see him pop up in all the games.
Let's talk about the anime really quick. I like this squad a lot. Like I said, I just really like Dawn.
Yes.
I feel like Dawn is a good companion character, where May, has a lot of like protagonist energy to her. I feel like Dawn's really nice because her focus was always like contests. You know what I mean? So it feels like everybody has a role. Like Ash has his goal that he always has to become Pokemon Master. Brock is really into like breeding and like raising Pokemon.
Oh, and then Dawn. What was that baby?
Bonsley, little baby Squirtle.
Yeah,
Bonsley. Yeah.
Bonsley was tight. I love him because of Super Smash Bros. How in Brawl you can
you can pick it up.
And he's super heavy.
Up
at your opponent if you threw it at him.
That's dope. Ash's rival in this series of the anime was actually kind of a dick. he was pretty.
Honestly, I don't remember him that much.
You remember Paul?
What was his main Pokemon that he had?
I did not remember. I can't remember.
See, he's so forgettable.
I just remember he was a jerk and he gave Ash a pretty hard time.
Wow.
Ash's team is pretty dope.
Oh, that's a good team, honestly.
Torterra, Infernape, Staraptor, Gliscor,
hold up.
Dweezil, and Gabite.
Oh, I gotta research more about this fucking kid though. What was his name?
Paul.
Paul?
Yeah.
God. His name is annoying.
Yeah, it's such like in the world of Pokemon, why do you call this guy Paul?
Paul. Yeah, he had Electrive.
He had Electivire?
Yeah, he did. He had a Ninjask.
Oh, okay.
He had an Aggron.
I think I remember the Electivire gave Pikachu a hard time because it has like Volt Absorb or whatever.
Yeah.
Or
it was like his
whatever motor it's called.
Electric motor.
Yeah, something like that.
He had an Aggron, a Gastrodon.
It's a pretty good team.
Drapion, yeah, that was the one that I remember the most. The Drapion.
Yeah.
It was a cool Pokemon. And a Frostlass.
He had a Frostlass? Dude, I love Frostlass.
Yep.
I love
Frostlass is crazy cool. What a dick.
But yeah, Ash's team. So Ash's team had a Torterra, Gabite, Weasel, Gliscor, Staraptor, Infernape. Can you double check for me? I'm pretty sure this season is where Ash got 4th place, I want to say, in the Pokemon League. This was like the first time, I don't know. Looking back on like the Pokemon anime, it's hard for me to appreciate it now, looking back. Like as a kid, I just love it because it's Pokemon, whatever. But looking back on it nowadays, it's hard for me to appreciate it as much when I see Ash as this guy who's been venturing through all these different regions and has been in all these different tournaments and battles. And he always
it was actually the Lily of the Valley Conference, the Sinnoh League. Yeah, he got to semifinals, so he got top 4. He lost to Tobias.
Is that the guy who had the Darkrai?
Yeah, and the Eevee.
Darkrai and Eevee.
Oh no, it's Darkrai and Latias. My bad.
Yeah. So like,
lost to a cheater.
Yeah, so like. It was really cool seeing Ash actually do well, you know what I mean? Like in his battles and stuff. But yeah, the guy he loses to has a Darkrai and is Latios or Latias?
It's a Latias.
And I'm pretty sure he brings back Sceptile to defeat Darkrai. I'm pretty sure his Sceptile. Yeah, his Sceptile comes back from Hoenn, which is really cool.
Sceptile's the only one who can beat him.
But then he
just wrecks Pikachu with Dark Void.
I love how Darkrai is like a movie tier Pokemon. Like they have a whole movie about Darkrai, but then some random dude also has a Darkrai. Like whatever, sure.
Yeah, his Darkrai.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you know that Darkrai from that movie that you were in that like is the only Darkrai, and that's why there was a movie about him. Yeah, I have a Darkrai. Yeah, I have a Darkrai. I don't know if it's that one. I have a Darkrai though.
It might be.
Like what?
That's messed up. Hey, at least Ash like lost to the guy who won the tournament because he ended up winning the whole thing.
Did he? But yeah, 4th place is dope. I think 4th place is cool for Ash.
He just dragon meteored and Dark Voided his way to victory.
But yeah, let's talk about what we like, what we dislike about this generation. I have a lot of favorite Pokemon. This is one of those gens where, like, you know how the generic whatever region team. So it's like Gen 1, it's like your starter, it's a Pidgeotto, it's probably a Pikachu, you know what I mean? In this region, it's like your starter, Staraptor, Floatzel, Luxray, you know what I mean? You get all those Pokemon early. I love all of those Pokemon, so I don't mind at all. Staraptor is my favorite, like, regional bird. I think it has such a cool design to it. It looks so intimidating. It gets the ability to intimidate. It learns close combat when it evolves. It has, like, the Gerard Way emo red dyed hair over its eye. It's so edgy. I love it so much. The shiny of it has, like, a frosted tip instead. It's really strong, yeah.
Oh yeah, I had the frosted tip as the shiny. That's true. That was a good shiny.
One of my favorite Pokemon of all time, Frostlass in this generation. I just love like the Ghost Ice typing. I think that's really sweet. Roserade is really dope. There's a lot of good Pokemon.
Sick.
Ambipom I always really liked with like Fake Out, the Technician ability. My favorite Pokemon of all time, my favorite Pokemon ever, is Rotom. Just because all the different forms. Like, my favorite one is definitely Rotom Heat, where it's literally just like a little easy bake oven.
He has the gloves on and everything.
Yeah, it's so cool. But I love Rotom. There's a lot of cool Pokemon with like cool concepts like that from this generation. But Rotom, how it can just possess different household appliances, I always really like. And it has Levitate, it has really good type coverage with like electric plus whatever. So like fire, I always like the fire electric, but Rotom Wash is of course really dope. The lawnmower is really cool.
Yeah, the fan.
The fridge. The fridge, yeah, the fridge.
Give him the fridge!
You got any personal favorites from this gen?
Yeah, I really like Lucario. Lucario is just such a cool Pokemon. I love his design. He's just like a Sphinx. I was really into Sphinxes. So.
Yeah, it has that like Egyptian kind of vibe to it.
Yeah, exactly. He's like a pharaoh dog. I really like Rhyperior. Rhyperior's so cool.
Oh, that's a cool thing about this generation. more than really any other gen, I would say. Minus like regional forms in later games, but it goes back with Gen 1 and Gen 2 Pokemon, and it adds like bonus evolutions. Just out of nowhere. Yeah. It's like Electabuzz, Magmar get evolutions, Gligar gets an evolution, Rhydon gets an evolution, Apom gets an evolution. It's really cool.
Magneton gets an evolution.
Lickitung gets an evolution. Lickitung, yeah, right?
Porygon gets another form.
Yeah, Porygon Z, yep.
Yeah, Porygon Z. I don't know what it is about Rhyperior. He just looks like he has cool body armor on.
Yeah.
I love Mantine.
Yeah.
Or the
Mantike.
Is that
Mantike?
Yeah, Mantike. So cute.
The previous evolution. Yeah, it's really cute.
Yeah, he's probably my only favorite baby Pokemon, honestly.
It's pretty cute. Going back to what you said about Lucario, that's like the first Pokemon like since Pikachu and Charizard that I would say like has the design and the fan love to like compete with those Gen 1 famous Pokemon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like people love Lucario.
He was in Smash, yo.
Yeah, he was in Smash. He was in Smash.
That's a big honor.
That's all it takes.
Only like starters and the Pikachu and Mewtwo, those are like mega famous, but the fact that Lucario got added in Brawl too,
Brawl
is super
huge.
cool.
Brawl is huge.
What else do I like? I really like the fossil Pokemon from this generation.
Oh yeah, cool. I really like Rampardos.
Yeah, Rampardos is definitely like my favorite, one of my favorite fossil Pokemon. And Bastiodon is so cool with his big ass shield head.
Big old shield head, yeah.
Really good. Honchkrow. Oh, there's too many good Pokemon.
Honchkrow. Miss Magius. That's what I'm saying. A lot of it is like nostalgia pandering, but to me it's like good nostalgia pandering.
They got the design right.
And it's not like just all Gen 1 love, you know what I mean? It's a lot of like spread stuff between Gen 1 and mainly Gen 2, you know what I mean?
They really went off on the design on this one, honestly.
I wonder what percentage of Sinnoh Pokemon, like the new Pokemon added, are just like bonus evolutions for previous Pokemon. It's probably
it's gotta be like
20% or something.
Yeah, something like that.
But I really like it. I think it's cool. It took Pokemon that weren't really viable anymore, and in some cases, made them relevant, which I really like. There's a lot of post-game content. The Battle Frontier is back in Pokemon Platinum, and if you're playing Heart Gold, Soul Silver, I'm pretty sure the Battle Frontier is in there too, but on top of, all the Kanto stuff again, of course. This is another boppin' soundtrack that I would put up next to Gen 2, and yes, Pokey, I also have Gen 4 on vinyl.
Thank you.
No problem, I know you were dying.
I was wondering.
Dying to learn if I did or not. Competitive battling is a huge thing I love in this generation. When I look back on Sinnoh in Gen 4, one of the biggest reasons why I hold it such a high regard is because this is where I got really into team building and battling online and stuff like that.
Yeah, I didn't get into competitive Pokemon until like Gen 6, but when I was really into competitive Pokemon during that time, I loved watching the old Diamond and Pearl battles, from back in the day, all the old YouTube channels, because just the sprite work and the metagame were always really interesting.
My brother ran a really cool, and this is Laugh Track I'm talking about, my brother ran a really cool Trick Room Sandstorm team with Bronzong to set up Trick Room and Hippowdon and Tyranitar to set up Sand.
Oh, nice!
It was really dope.
This was the Age of Weather. No, I think next gen's actually
Gen 5 is Age of Weather, but he would make the Sandstorm work just because it was the only that and Hail. Oh yeah, Abomasnow is a thing. Yo, I love Abomasnow.
Abomasnow is such a good Pokemon design.
I think it's dope. Just like a snowy pine tree.
Yeah, I feel like he would smell like pine, honestly.
For sure. Do you have any Pokemon from this gen that you don't like? I can't really think of it off the top of my head. Maybe I dislike the visual look of Gastrodon, but I still like the Pokemon though,
Yeah, it's cool. It's just like a little snail, but
it's like a
Leopolodon.
Like a sea cucumber almost. I'm pretty sure there's data in the Gen 3 games that suggests that Gastrodon was supposed to be a Hoenn Pokemon.
Oh, I could see that.
But apparently it got pushed back to Gen 4. I could be wrong, but I think that is a thing.
I think some of the plain looking Pokemon aren't my favorites in my opinion, like Perugly.
I kind of forgot about Perugly. Oh,
just a big fat cat.
Skuntank.
Skuntank. I was gonna say Skuntank next. Not even joking. I was gonna say Skuntank next.
I like Drapion. I don't like Skuntank. I like the typing though. Poison Dark is cool. It's only weak to ground.
But it's just a big old skunk.
It just makes the fart sound when it comes out. Yeah.
I'm not a fan of Bibarel. I hate Bibarel.
Yeah, I like Bidoof. I don't like Bibarel too much.
Bidoof's great.
Yeah.
But Bidoof's great. I'd keep Bidoof the way he is.
That is the HM slave throughout all of Pokemon.
Yeah.
That is
that's
the
him.
HM slave.
The poster child, straight up.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I can't think of any other Pokemon that have a bad design in this game. I think that's it.
What was I gonna say?
What was it? No.
Cricketune.
Cricketune. Yeah, the most loudest.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. So, Cricketune is such a cool call. A cry. Chatot with the custom cries you could make for it using the DS microphone.
Dog, it was so bad. The DS microphone was ungodly.
It was worse than like Call of Duty Xbox Live multiplayer chat. Chatot would come at the Pokeball like, let's fucking go. When Gen 4 first came out, there were a lot of issues. Like it seemed in many ways that Diamond and Pearl was not finished. The movement speed in the overworld was super slow.
Oh yeah, you showed me that clip of the HP bar going down.
Yeah, so the movement of like menus, or mainly the health bars in battles, were also super slow. There's like the infamous like Blissey health bar, which I mean wasn't like a common problem because Blissey is an abnormal Pokemon when it comes to HP, but it's still a problem. Surfing around in the overworld and walking around the overworld was also very slow. So if I had to make a complaint, I mean, the original Gen 4 games were like that, but Platinum and everything after definitely fixed that.
Yeah, they just weren't tuned very much at all.
Yeah, but I mean, that's about all I could really say. I don't really have too many complaints. Like I said, Gen 4 and Gen 2, it's kind of a toss-up. Both are really close contenders for my favorite.
You know what I think really solidified this game like as its own was the fact that since it was on DS, we had that second screen.
Yeah.
And what that second screen was used for was the Poketech.
The Poketch, yeah.
The Poketch, man.
Pokemon smartwatch.
Dude, that was the best. That was
a lot of it. To be clear, a lot of it was really pointless, right? A lot of it was not useful at all. But it was so cool. I always had like the map pulled up and you could drag and drop the little stamps. So I had like, this spot is where I dig underground to see my secret base, and this spot is where I fly to go to the Pokemart, and this spot is, I always loved that.
Yeah, they had like a coin toss in it, calendar.
They had like counters, they had like a step counter.
The move tester where you can see what's super effective and what's ineffective.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You could see your party in there. That was always nice.
They had the color changer with the Kecleon, which was kind of cool.
Yeah, that's dope.
Oh, and the matchup checker to see which of your Pokemon were compatible.
That's cool. For breeding?
Dude, it had actually... Oh, yeah, for breeding.
That's dope.
They actually had a lot. They had an alarm clock, a stopwatch.
Maybe some of that is pretty useful. I take it back.
Yeah. I thought it was goated. They even had a coin flipper, man. That's crazy.
That is sick.
Oh, I also loved how your Pokemon in the friendship checker, and you could just like poke them to see if they loved you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the goated, super goated. I really, I don't know if I think they have it in the
They do. It's in the remakes, yeah.
Oh, sick.
I'm surprised I forgot that. Good catch. Yeah, Poketch is dope. All right. Well, that about wraps up our thoughts on Gen 4.
I know, so bomb.
Pretty bomb. How so far with where we're at, Pokey? How would you rank the generations? You still got Gen 2 at the top?
I still got Gen 2 at the top. It's too good. It's so good. The music, the Pokemon, everything, so good. Gen 4, honestly, it's number 2 now.
Yeah. Gen
4 is amazing. It added so much and did so much. The amount of content it had. Just the memories around it were so good too. That's
like I have nostalgia for every generation we've talked about so far. Like Gen 4 is almost like, it's kind of like peak nostalgia in a way, because this is like when I was finally like fully aware of what I was doing when I was playing the Pokemon game. Like I knew what I set goals for team building. I knew what my mission was, like what I was trying to do. I was just kind of floundering around in every generation prior, but I really set some goals and built teams and stuff like that and got really into it in Gen 4. I would probably put Gen 4 as my favorite. Gen 2 is a super, super close second.
Yeah.
Like I said before, if I could call like Pokemon Crystal with Pokemon Stadium 2 as a single game, it'd probably be like my favorite Pokemon game. But I love Pokemon Platinum so much.
Yeah, I forgot how many good Pokemon came from Gen 4, so I don't blame you for putting it up on top.
The Pokedex slaps, dude. It's like I said, Hoenn's really close too, but I think Sinnoh has the best Pokedex overall.
Yeah, it has the least amount of filler. Pokemon that I'm not a fan of.
All right, we're going to close things off here. Next time you visit us, we will be talking about Gen 5, Pokemon Black and White.
And this is where things have started changing.
Yeah, we'll get there. But thank you very much. Catch you later.
See ya.